Hey YouTube, in this video I'm going to be replacing my engine mount. I replaced it 2 years ago using a clone brand URO, and I noticed it seems to be sagging now. So I'm going to replace it with the OEM, the Porsche brand, and paid the tax because it is a lot more expensive. It's actually gone up from the last time I was looking at them. The URO brand sells for about 200 with all the hardware, and then this Porsche brand is about 700. So I already got the hardware, so I bought the mount itself. The mount itself still expensive. They're about 260 to 300 each. So of course you need two, so that's 600. And then I'm upgrading the washer to these version 2, which are thicker and larger in diameter. These are also super expensive at $8.50 each. But I couldn't find anything similar for less, so and again paid the tax. So anyway, I'm just gonna go through it real quick, and then the other thing I noticed is the right side passenger exhaust is a little bit lower, so I'm hoping this will resolve that issue. And then at the track, when I did the drag in Sac Raceway a couple of weeks ago, I did notice quite a bit of wheel hop, so hoping this will also resolve it. So I'm not going to go through the how to replace it. I already made a video a couple years ago. It's very straightforward, very simple. Just a couple of mounting bolts that holds this, and then a long bolt that goes through, and pretty straightforward. And the torque on the longer bolt, I think, is about 63 foot-pound. And the two smaller ones are, I think, somewhere in like 18 foot-pound. So first thing I'm doing is supporting the engine with the jack, as you can see there. Okay, I remove part of the air box. It just lifts up. And then go ahead and remove the two bolts there. So I'm using a ratcheting open end 13 millimeter. Since as you can see, there's a little tight in there. Okay, next I'm going to remove that 18 millimeter bolt right next to the, right underneath the car, as you can see there in the center. Hopefully, I can't really see it with the camera in my way. So I took the driver's side is on the right. As you can see, it is a little bit stretched downward, sagging a bit. So the new Porsche brand is this one, and then the old one is on the right, as you could see, side by side. So the left is the original old washer. The right's on the right is on the right side, as you can see how much thicker and larger the diameter is. Okay, so this is the new. This is the old. Okay, I got one side done, as you can see. I did need a second person to hold the top bolt while I tighten the bottom, so stop it from spinning. And the bolts seemed like it was a little short, but it looks like I just had to raise the engine slightly higher with the jack. Okay, one side's done. Earlier I forgot to put the two outer bolts that hold the mount in, so I had to loosen it and retighten it. So now I'm going to do the other side. So you'll need someone or something to counter the bolt on top, like you see there. So you'll need a 18 millimeter, preferably deep socket and an extension, and I'm using a mid-torque impact gun, as you can see. So as you can see, the washer is slightly bent on the passenger side, so that's probably the reason they switched to the newer version washer that's thicker and larger in diameter. So I was able to kind of flatten it out back to the way it should be, I guess, or close enough. So here's the passenger side. So as you could tell, it is stretched. Again, these are only a couple years old, and I say about 6,000 miles. So on the left is the new Porsche brand, and then on the right is the worn URO brand. That's on the passenger side, as you could tell that it's stretch at the bottom. The one on the bottom right is taller. So I just wanted to show the arrangement. So you got the large washer, this concave washer on top, and then on the bottom you have the concave washer, this large flat washer, and then the bolt. So I got it done, and looks like the exhaust is a little bit higher, so it's no longer touching that black molding trim piece. So it solved my problem with the Euro brand sagging. So I'm glad it's the exhaust tip is centered now, as you can see. So here's the old mount. As you can see, the washer was rubbing on the mount itself. Right there, as you can see, the washer digging into it. So let me know if you have the Porsche brand. See if it's gonna last longer or if it's gonna eventually sag. I know these mounts weren't really designed for the 997 turbo engine or the water cooled engine, which are heavier. So I'm thinking eventually it'll probably sag, but I'm also hoping that it should last longer than just a couple years. So let me know, please comment below. Thanks.